I forgot a couple of other things I was thinking about. I was at Park Place going to the hotel. There's a guy sitting in a chair and this tall, skinny girl dancing in front of the fancy restaurant that's shut down. And then I get closer. I mean, this girl looks like a toothpick, literally skinny as anorexic starvation. She's like looking at me, like eyeballing me, smiling, dancing for this guy. I thought, what the heck is this? Private dancer? They're just sitting there by themselves. I thought, well, that girl's got a pretty face. She looks like she's probably, you know, good. And this guy's just sitting there. He kind of looked at me like, eh, I know who I am. I don't know who they. Well, I mean, this girl sitting there dancing like a stripper or something. She was so fucking skinny, I couldn't believe it. How skinny she was. She looks like she'd be a pretty face, and you probably think she was a model or something, a rich female model. But how can she be so freaking skinny? I thought, Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know. I like skinny girls more than fat girls, but this girl, so it's not. It's so skinny. It was unhealthy, probably. And she was a fairly tall girl. I don't know. But then, oh yeah, and then what else was I thinking about? I was gonna. I can't think what was I thinking about? Something else. Kind of like, what the heck was I thinking about? Heck, I can't think what I was thinking about. Something was just a stupid little thing. I can't remember what it was. Skinny girl dancing, like tall, skinny girl. When they were adults, they were 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s. They weren't kids. What's the other thing I was thinking about? Oh yeah, I went to Friday, wearing my red, white, and blue. I went to the Olathe Fridays, and there was good music playing there. But everybody's like sitting out in the grass by themselves. There wasn't people mingling and dancing. I sat there for a while on one of those round stone things. My butt got sick of it, and it was getting hot, sweaty. I left, and I thought I was looking for something to eat, but I didn't really. I want to sit down and eat, not a food truck. And I went to Longhorn, where I got my shrimp appetizer. I like to get that shrimp appetizer in there, And then the girl working there, she like remembered my name. I thought, well, you're not here. You work lunchtime, don't you? Yeah, because I'm working all day today or something. Or guess I got there at 4 or 5 or so. I don't know. And I'm walking in the restroom. The whole place is pretty full of people, and this guy looks at me wearing a suit, and he's with two or three females sitting at a table. He was looking at me, and he sticks his hand out or something. So I go, hi, have a good 4th of July. Go USA. He goes, nice suit. And I go to USA, 4th of July. And I was thinking back, this guy looks, I'm thinking, who's this? He looks like a lawyer. And he got these two or three women at his table with him. I was thinking he looks like that guy on CNBC, Farmer Jim, afterwards. He looked like that guy who's on CNBC sometimes. I don't know. Now I was thinking about those two brothers on CNBC, ponytails, football players. Why aren't they on CNBC anymore? But they do have their commercial on there, touting their options trades, and they do have a Facebook thing that popped up on my Facebook, and I looked at it, and the one brother was in France or something on a boat out there in what French Riviera maybe or something, go boating around. Then he'd have a 60-second video conference with his brother, the other brother, the judge, whatever. The younger guy, he's younger. The older guy was a professor too or something maybe. And they were like touting this and that. And then I said, VIX stuff, this VIX volatility, the fear index, it's just so stupid. It's just a volatility. It doesn't have anything to do with fear. I was thinking, well, volatility, the VIX, see, people call it the fear index, but there can be volatility when the stock market's going up and when the stock market's going down. Very true. But most of the time, when the volatility index is going up, it indicates the stock market's going down. And when the volatility index is down low, stock market just keeps going up higher, usually, most of the time. And sometimes when it's at a low point and it ticks upward or starts to move up higher, that's a sign that the stock market's going to go down or have a crash. Now we can have a crash anytime soon. Now I got TV on here. This girl looks like the announcer who used to be on CNBC, Aaron something. I think she's on CNN now. Now she's on this Charlie Sheen show. They got the bachelor pad, and this guy's always got sexy girls coming over. I don't know. 2.5 Men. Seems like there was a girl that used to play at Howl at the Moon who looked like that girl too. Look, she was like, those Howl at the Moon guys, they can just like play any song almost. They go from the drum to the keyboard and guitar, saxophone, whatever. They're pretty talented. Well, anyway, privatehedgefund.com. Send me a trillion, punks. KNCArtTraders.com. Feel free to buy my artwork. I'm an artist since day one too, besides bartender and consultant and lawn maintenance and money manager and gigolo. I'm a gigolo if I feel like it. Two girls came up and asked me if I was a gigolo, or they said that one of them said one time I said I'm a gigolo. I've done karaoke, and when I did karaoke, I did that song, I'm just a gigolo and everywhere I go. I've done that song karaoke, and I've probably called myself a gigolo or whatever. I got a website called I'll Take Off My Clothes for Money. And I can be stupid and joke around. I'm not guilty. I got nothing to hide. Oh yeah, this guy wanted to buy my t-shirt the other night. He goes, I'll buy your shirt. I was like, this red, white, and blue thing or the tiger t-shirt? He's with a girl. And I was like, well, look, money talks where I come from. I listen to money. You pay me enough money, I'll sell all my clothes. I got a cap here. I'll just walk out wearing my cap to cover my private parts if I have to, if you give me enough money. And then he's like, you get arrested. And I said, oh, yeah. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You give me all this money for my clothes, and then I get arrested and have to spend all that money to get bailed out of jail. What? I don't know. Yeah, this girl looks like that girl who used to be on CNBC, Erin something. What was her name? Erin Burnett, because I thought she was related to Carol Burnett. Anyway, now she's on CNN or something. Good looking girl there. I don't know if it's her or not. Yeah. She get in my bed. All right. Hand me the trillion, punks.